Hello everyone, I'm Brianna Rydell, a go-to-market analyst at Harley-Davidson. In this role, I help plan future motorcycle models, and today I'm really excited to introduce the all-new Sportster S, a motorcycle that combines incredible power with contemporary technology and unrestrained styling. The Sportster S is the second motorcycle to be introduced with the Revolution Max Powertrain, and the halo bike in a line of forthcoming Sportster models positioned as performance-based city and sport riding machines. There's tremendous brand equity in the Sportster name. And think about this, Sportster S has been on the road longer than Porsche 911 and the Ford Mustang. Now we're putting the sport back in Sportster by reinventing this platform. Sportster S is based on our modular Revolution Max architecture, which also supports the Pan America motorcycle. This architecture allows incredible design flexibility that gives us the freedom to really explore different personalities with Harley-Davidson motorcycles, which is super exciting for us. Each model starts with the Revolution Max Powertrain, to which we add front and rear sections that define the style and functions of the motorcycle, from adventure touring to a performance middleweight motorcycle, with much more to come in the future. The Sportster S is powered by the Revolution Max 1250T, a new member of this engine family designed specifically for a higher torque application with a very different personality than the Rev Max 1250 engine in Pan America. The T in this engine's name stands for torque, and this engine has been tuned to make tremendous torque at a low RPM, with a torque curve that stays flat throughout the power band for extraordinary mid-range thrust. Using the engine as a central member of the chassis and the use of lightweight materials helps achieve an outstanding power-to-weight ratio. With a ready-to-ride weight of just over 500 pounds and around 94 foot-pounds of immediate torque on the tap, the Sportster S is a real ripper, and I can say I was blown away by the acceleration and mid-range power when I got to first ride on a prototype model last summer. To harness that performance, the Sportster S is equipped with premium Brembo brakes and a fully adjustable Showa front and rear suspension components. The Sportster S motorcycle is intended to appeal to a self-confident rider, one eager to experience the power this bike can deliver, one who also prefers to step away from the crowd on a motorcycle that discards traditional styling tropes. Every visual design element of the Sportster S model is an expression of the motorcycle's raw power. This is a wolf in wolf's clothing. The proportions, the textures, colors, finishes, and details were selected to give the Sportster S model the look of a custom show bike that just happens to be parked in a customer's garage. The modular architecture of this motorcycle makes it possible to shrink wrap the fuel tank and the tail section over the underlying support structure, framing the RevMax engine as a predominant centerpiece of the motorcycle. We are the motor company after all, so the powertrain is the most important aspect of every motorcycle we design and should always be the first thing the customer notices. The powertrain is highlighted with a chocolate satin finish on the lightweight magnesium engine covers, which draws the eye and exaggerates the engine size. We've been experimenting with a lot of new finishes and textures to try and make the RevMax bikes feel richer, not just dipped in black or dipped in chrome, but something new and different. And you'll see more of this in the RevMax family as new bikes are introduced. The Sportster S model employs a mashup of diverse styling influences. We went with a 17-inch front wheel and trimmed the fender way down, similar to post-war hydroglides, dual glides, and electric glides. Together, the wheels and tires creates what we call a bulldog stance, also seen on bikes like 48 and Slim. This motorcycle has a little bit of that DNA. The pill-shaped LED headlamp is similar to Fat Bob models and is very modern and premium looking. We actually spent some time to make sure it looks unique when lit. When you see Sportster S coming down the road at night, you're going to know exactly what it is. You'll see this headlamp shape on future products, and it's intended to become a featured Harley design element. Inverted forks have been on sport bikes and performance bikes for years, and in this segment, it's going to speak to the performance potential of the Sportster S. The tail section and slim solo seat draw inspiration from Harley-Davidson XR 750 flat tracker. There's a little dash of race bike right here, which reflects the power of this motorcycle. We knew from the beginning that Sportster S would have a solo saddle, and we wanted to take advantage of that with a small, shapely tail section. In profile, the Sportster S model is crouched and powerful, tucking the headlamp within the forks and an instrument display in the bar and mirrors below the handlebar keeps the front of the motorcycle uncluttered. The shape of the bike then tapers like a teardrop to the rear. The tailpiece follows a sloping line established by the fuel tank, while the fast upswept line started by the belly pan is picked up by the lower tube of the swing arm. The swing arm is an important design gesture of this bike. The steel tubing appears honest and handcrafted, but is also optimized for stiffness. The license plate spar is a similar, optimized tube structure, designed to be as light as possible while keeping the tail section clean. The exhaust system is one of the most distinctive elements of Sportster S, and one of the first details your customers may notice and ask about. The system is engineered with shielding and designed to deflect exhaust heat away from the rider's legs and under seat area. Multi-layered insulation and glass-filled nylon outer shielding are in place around the head pipes and mufflers. I should add that this exhaust sounds as great as it looks. Now let's talk about the belly pan. It's there for style and is also functional. There are some components down here that are typically obscured by the frame. The belly pan gives engineering a place to hide those components and also allows us to put body color below the powertrain. This speeds up the visual of the motorcycle when you look at a side view. In photographs of Sportster S leaned over on its pegs, you'll see the belly pan on the bottom of the bike, and that's a really cool thing. Here's an interesting finishing touch. Our very talented graphics teams used a design trick creating a floating panel that makes the fuel tank appear smaller. You'll notice that Harley-Davidson is written in there in a really clever way. The color dials into the anodized finishes on the powertrain, and Sportster S will be offered in 3 colors: Vivid Black, Stonewash White Pearl, and Midnight Crimson. Now we've loaded the Sportster S with style and performance. Today's motorcycle customer also expects a premium level of technology, and we've baked that into the Sportster S as well. This bike comes equipped with a full suite of rider aids. There are 3 pre-programmed ride modes: Road, Sport, and Rain, plus 2 customizable ride modes. Each electronically controls the performance characteristics of the motorcycle and the level of technology intervention. The Sportster S model is also equipped with cornering rider safety enhancements by Harley-Davidson, our collection of technologies designed to enhance rider confidence during unexpected situations or adverse road conditions. ABS, traction control, and drag torque slip control are all cornering enhanced. This bike is also equipped with tire pressure monitoring and a cruise control as standard equipment. Another highlight is the 4-inch round TFT display. It's bright, colorful, and well organized, and offers the rider a base display with a large center speedometer and a bike status display with information that includes tire air pressure, engine vitals, and diagnostic codes. We took the display a step further and designed it to support infotainment through Bluetooth connection to the rider's mobile device. With a compatible headset, the rider can listen to music files, the artist and track name will appear on the display, and the rider may use the hand controls to scroll through music files and adjust the volume. Using voice commands through the headset, the rider can receive or place calls through a mobile device. And navigation is supplied by Harley-Davidson app downloaded into the rider's mobile device, with either a moving map display or turn-by-turn instructions displayed on the screen, assisted by audio instructions through the headset. To keep that mobile device charged, Sportster S is also equipped with a USB port. As I mentioned before, this bike is a real thrill to ride. The power is incredible, and the forward foot controls and low handlebar put the rider in a stretched posture on the bike. Some customers may not care for the forward controls, so we developed as a mid-control kit through P&A for those riders that prefer a more athletic position, and for those that need a shorter reach to the controls. Other accessories coming at launch include a pillion, passenger pegs and backrest, a tail bag, a compact windshield, and the Wild One collection of billet accessories. Thanks for watching. This is Sportster S. This is peak Sportster, our response to long-standing requests to give Sportster fans more performance, more style, and more technology. And we are just getting started.